Definitely could show that
But
later.
they're definitely still good in terms of skill level.
That's true. You know, we have these three big
The
franchises in
enemy
the
is
MPL. That's Aether, that's Digital Devils, and that's
Obsidian. Of
Now the
course.
thing with Aether is that they defeated both
Your team
Digital
is
Devils
banning.
as well as OBS Gaming. Right?
That's
OBS Gaming
right.
2-0, Digital Devils main, that's also 1-1. While Digital Devils, they lost 0-2 versus Obsidian.
Yeah,
So you can kind of rock them up. Like the first is Aether, next is OBS, and then you have Digital Devils.
Digital Devils is definitely trailing, like
Trailing,
like you mentioned at the third. But I think this is a way for them to get into because
The enemy is
right now
banning.
we're at halfway point,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, we're-
halfway point for the regular season, and you're kind of getting an idea. Again, like the way you said it, these teams are starting to shape their stories. Like where are they
Yeah.
currently in the story that we're creating right now?
Correct.
So Digital Devils has a lot to catch up in terms of power as well. The way that they finish out the games.
Your team
Obsidian
is
has
picking.
a lot of games where they kind of shine, but they also have games where they kind of fall off halfway.
Oh, that's true.
So they're
enemy
basically
is
hit and
picking.
miss.
I agree.
Right now though, picks, man.
That's the Fanny picked up by OBS Gaming. I mean,
Oh man, I'm actually surprised they let that go. Like Zap
Exactly.
was shown to be very proficient
exactly.
in Fanny. That's kind of scary to give that
Well,
away.
I think that they're more concerned about the
Your
Hellcurt as
team
well
is
as the
picking.
Lancelot.
Yeah,
probably.
Hellcurt has not shown up today, I think, so
Oh
far.
no.
So,
With the ban on the Diggy, this merits a lot of Akai pick, especially for OBS Gaming. Are they actually going to go for
look
the
at
bait?
that. All right.
No,
there
it's
you
a
go.
double tag setup. Just hovering through
The
it.
enemy
I wonder
is
if
picking.
the opposing team can see where you're hovering your
Yeah, I
pick.
kind of wonder. I think they should. They should. I
They
think.
should,
Yeah, I
alright.
think in
They-
place.
Yeah, do they actually see what we exactly see here? Something like that?
Actually, I'm gonna have to look into that later. That's a good question,
Yeah.
man. We actually haven't seen, but right now, I think in draft picks they shouldn't.
They,
Like in solo queue picks, I don't think they do.
I don't think they
So
should.
right now,
Oh.
so Mortis, surprisingly not that highly contested in this tournament as much, like compared to the previous weeks where
Exactly.
Mortis
Your
was
team
perma
is
banned in
picking.
pretty much like week 1
Exactly.
or week 2. So
you know, Shinbu just posted a photo like yesterday or 2 days ago, where he posted back to the basics with Martis. We do know that that's the meta hero.
exactly.
That's one of the quote-unquote easier assassins out there to play.
Yeah,
which also means that the damage output, the win condition is easier to achieve. You know, the thing with
Exactly.
Martis, but Martis picked late. This is something out of the ordinary for sure.
Exactly, and actually the smartest pick earlier was not super successful, even though it was
enemy
picked. Like I
is
think it was
picking.
picked twice, and both those games that was like a 1-2 Martis at 20 minutes. That's stuff like that keeps happening to Martis right now. So the teams are starting to rotate into more stable champions, like heroes, like again Cho. Big
Kagura,
picks,
yeah.
Kagura,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
more control. They kind of go for control rather than the flashy one-man army
Yeah.
where that usually happens when you start picking into a Martis. But right now, again, both teams, triple tank on the side of Obsidian, man.
They
With
are-
just Harley and Fanny as a damage source. What can you say
Harley
about that?
definitely deals a lot of damage, AOE wise. I mean, not much, not like something like that a Lancelot can bring to the table. But
Yeah.
they do have the Fanny, very mobile. But I think it's gonna be a lot slower as far as finishing the game goes. I think this
Yes.
is gonna be longer if OBS Gaming will actually try to finish this. I think it's gonna be much slower as compared to other games. But as for the other side, I think it's their team fight is not gonna match versus the lot of control, but they do have a lot of damage, a ton of damage on their side.
Exactly.
And maybe the triple tank setup is pretty too slow.
That is correct. Like a lot of them, that's putting a lot of the eggs in the basket of Fanny on the side of Ops, right? And on the other side, though, I think they were kind of. This is what usually happens when you have a lot of Fanny games. You kind of get forced into sabers, into Chos.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that happened to other team right
Yeah,
now.
the other was. I mean, the
Man, I kinda
thing
lost.
with Martis, they picked up the Martis.
know,
Right?
yeah.
They didn't only they picked up the Martis this time. Again, we mentioned that this is the top pick, the top consistent hero in the past weeks.
easy to play because
Easier to play.
yeah, it's highly contested. I think earlier weeks because it's easier to execute. Like you just dive in and you just keep spamming it out and just resetting. But you know, it kind of makes it a bit more difficult. Sometimes it kind of makes it as predictable as well. So maybe that's one weakness why Marcus is starting to fall low early bagging. But right now, man, loading into the map for game 1, Obsidian Gaming versus DD No Limit.
I think for both of the teams, we kind of expect them to have a slower, slower take into this game. Probably this game will be much slower as compared to the other games that we watch, especially because of the presence of, some of the a new composition. There you go. A new team fight composition. Like triple tag setup, not that much favorable for many teams, but it could. Okay. Now that I think about it, it could go either way. It's either very fast or very slow game.
Yeah, depending on how fast, how much gold Zapnu's gonna get, right?
Yeah.
If they can flank for Zapnu very earlier on that Fanny, these games can finish very fast. But if they draw it out and if he doesn't get that much damage, I mean, DD No Limit can push, and OG is gonna have to be forced to just defend. So if that happens, exactly, that's the way that's an opportunity for them to draw up right now.
Big tussle in the jungle. Zapnu showing up a little bit of his skills right there. Warming up for the big plays maybe later.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're gonna do later in the game. Once he has enough damage to execute those full up. But whoa, off-cam kill there. They do take out the Grok for first blood on Zapnu.
Not the easiest skill, I would say. That's a Grok at this early stage.
Sorry, yeah.
That's
not easy.
That's not easy at all, especially with level 3 Grok now. They will converge onto Daniel this time. Pac-Bet as well as YOLO. There's a dive coming up from Pac-Bet, but he does have to back down because of the safety of the turret. And from DD No Limit, Peace is trying to get the farm that his teammate will not get, as the members of OBS Gaming actually try to take the turtle this time. Who will get the last hit? It is going to be the Hardy. Perfectly timed. And while that's happening, the Saber already taken out by the Giant. Can they get more? They're jumping it forward. They want to go onto Chico this time, and they do have the lockdown. There's Stefani getting the kill. Again, the tempo for OBS Gaming, it's ramping up.
It is absolutely marvelous the way that OBS Gaming did that. They sneaked that. I mean, Harley was on the outside. I have expected him to just, damage who was going to take the turtle, but he took it for himself. YOLO trying for a little sneak there on the Newman Force, but not going to happen. Again, like you said, OBS Raven, they're on a roll right now, and if they keep this up, the Zapnu's going to have a lot of free time on the bottom. And that's gonna allow for a bad time for DD No Limit.
Well, that is actually true. It's gonna be, it gets harder by the minute, something like that. But let's see if DD No Limit can still come through. They do have the disadvantage in terms of the cash that we have right now. Daniel though, very low in health. YOLO gets the kill. And they will try to still take this one. Pac-Bet with the microplays, with the sliver of health survives. The wall will be there, but I don't think that they can even chase out this Harley. Dishing out the damage while walking as well. Killing spree coming out from Zapnu this time. This chasing onto Chico, just casually taking out the Grok, but the Grok flickers out into safety. And OBS Gaming, pedal to the metal.
Man, Wolf, that Grok wall kind of backfired on them. They had to go around.
I agree.
In order to back up, and by the time they were halfway through backing him up, it was already done. I mean, Zapnu already destroyed him, and again, misplay there on the side jungle for DD No Limit. OBS Gaming is starting to creep slowly into the lead with 5K, almost 4K rather.
But that is a lot. At 4 minutes.
At 4 minutes, 4K, that's
monstrous. That's gonna be really hard. The thing with OBS Gaming, that they win this skirmish is they're also getting the farm battle knocked down.
Oh, mega kill!
Mega kill already for Zapnu.
Are you kidding me, Zapnu?
4-0-0 out of the 7 kills.
Man, I love how Obsidian Gaming is actually manipulating the kills to go to Zapnu on the bottom as well.
Goodness.
Whoa!
I mean, that was an off-cam kill, but we are still amazed by how much damage. We kind of doubted that they might lack the damage, but with Zapnu,
He's showing up.
You know, like the efficiency of the damage output is just right there, and they're taking the turtle as well. This is from 4K to 8K.
I love the macro, man.
I mean, just look at this. In the span of a minute.
Well, we were talking about it. 4K.
Yeah, a minute ago. That was a minute ago. Now, they do have 8,000 in cash. That's a lot of items in favor of your in favor of your team versus your opponent.
Completed items already for a 500 Fanny. That is
my goodness.
Just scary, man.
This is indeed scary. Like, you know, I had an epiphany earlier that this could either go very quickly or very slowly for Ops Gaming, and it feels like it's the latter.
Absolutely.
It's the first one.
It's getting harder by the minute for DD No Limit. As we speak, they're having a hard time getting the Martis online. 0-1-0. This is going to be the trend that's going to keep happening for today, I think.
Oh,
and
no,
the top lane, though.
There is the dive in, but might not be enough damage. The Lolita, though, on the top side, on the bottom side, here comes Zapdo, just, you know, zigzagging, zipping in and out, and they will take out the Grok just like that. Zapdo with the mastery of this Fanny. And you're gonna have to ask, why did we not ban this hero? As I'm saying, this would be the first kill. Oh no, super aggressive. Second kill, I mean. But he did kill off the Kagura. This is really bad.
Yeah, that sacrificial dive there for the Harley to get the gold on the tower as well. And man, the goldie is 10K. Every minute we talk, like the goldie just keeps piling and piling.
Yeah, it is skyrocketing up. Zapdo with a dive shot, and he gets out with this.
So much flash.
My goodness, this is utter destruction. I mean, Zapdo, all the fans of Zapdo out there.
They must be like rocking in their chairs.
My goodness.
They must be destroying their keyboards right now. As Zapdo making sure to leave his mark on first day of week 4.
Exactly. This man is showing up now. They actually the objectivity wherever very low. There's the flicker out. Was Luckman between a wall. Still
alive!
Still alive. He's still alive, and he will facilitate for a victory there for his team, taking out the Cho as they're slowly taking out the towers as well. The pack bets, so much damage coming out from the Harley. While all the backlines, comes YOLOing out. Comes Zapdo as well. In comes Zapdo. You have to be very careful if you're DD No Limit. I mean, the members of Ops Gaming might not be completely healthy, but they do have the damage.
And Pakbet playing around with 3 members of DD No Limit, taunting him and not getting anything in return. Like right now, DD No Limit having a hard time. Right now, Pakbet still finding his target. Janna caught very low, and that deadly magic most likely will force him back into the base. Right now, DD Ops Gaming has DD No Limit against the ropes.
And now they will take on the turtle. This is the natural progression for any team up there to get the objectives after getting good control of the map. The contest from DD No Limit far too late now. They will try to punish Peace this time. And there's the damage from the Harley as well as the Jawhead as they're trying to chase. Nice, decent wall, I would say, but the jump in from Dian as he looks to find more. Will he activate the ultimate? He's under the turret. He's actually being knocked up. They control. The ultimate from the Lolita could be really big to help Dian, but in comes the Fanny, and Dian still survives from the backlines. Fanny already taking out the wall. They stun him up. They are trying to control him, but they just can't.
Man,
they can try.
The plays are happening all around under the tower. All of these, and they're still relatively healthy. As all of that is happening, tower does go down. This just turning out to be such an easy game for Ops Gaming.
It is very much an easy game as Fanny dives in. Kagura goes out. Can he get more? Chico trying to dish out the damage. The Shura Aura coming in from Janna is tickling at this point. It's not gonna deal anything at all to the members of Ops Gaming. They still took out YOLO that time, but already the tier 3 turret destroyed up top and a bit. Now, what can they do? They just can't do anything. They will try to team fight against Ops Gaming, but the ultimate from the end is gonna be there. Will take out Janna momentarily, and they will actually take him out. That's a Martis down for the count. Peace might be next as they're converging under the core. The Lord will be taken out, yes, but they still can't deal with the beast that is Zapnu. They will take out the one.
He's going for it, though. That easy kill there for Ops Gaming. They're just pressuring DD No Limit right now. Bottom tier tower also falls. This is the open base, and it should be the last go
It should be the last go. Chico tries to go to Zapnu this time, but they will just try to take on Pacbet. Pacbet just deals so much damage, even through it moving. And Zapnu is just here, just, you know, zipping in, zipping out, just looking for the right angle. As the members of DD Nolmid have already respawned, I think they're waiting for the Jawhead to respawn as well.
That's right.
To deliver the killing blow.
Yes, absolutely. Like, just so much fancy footwork here by Pacbet, by Zapnu. It's really confusing. DD No Limit to their to the core, man. Like, their minds must be going crazy right now. Who do we target? How do we lock them down? It's becoming so difficult to single out one target because again, YOLO and Dian super unkillable at the moment, and you know Zapnu's just playing out of his mind. This
playing out of his mind. When will he die? That's the question. He jumps it forward, also sideways. That's the power of the Fanny. If you're, you know, I mean the members. Oh, they're not tagging through. The clock already down to the legendary for this Zapnu 10-0 for this Fanny. He's looking for more. The Lolita ultimate hits onto 2, and there's the double kill from the Fanny. Daniel very low, but the core. It seems like it's the bell that will save the life of the members of DD No Limit. I mean, hero-wise, but again, they already lost the fight.
Yeah, even to the end, flashiness was not lost in this composition of OBS Gaming, with of course none other than Zapnu playing 11-0-2
11-0-2
on that Fanny. Absolutely gorgeous the way that he played that. It was smooth. I mean, we had our doubts about this composition, about where the damage is gonna come from. They definitely showed us up.
Showed us up. I'm gonna have to go back to drawing board because
0 tower damage on that.